Welcome to Legacy Teen Productions' first broadcast of the 23 softball season, where the St. John's Redskins are hosting the Round Valley Elks. We have just completed the second inning, I believe, and it is a 0-0 ball game. Both teams have had runners get to second base, and that has been it. Round Valley did have, in the first inning, a ball hit all the way to the fence. Hit a ball all the way to the fence, but it was late ruled foul, which gave Round Valley a double, and then the batter popped out on the next pitch, ending their at-bats in the first inning. So as we start the top of the third inning, with 0-0, we'd like to welcome everyone, and especially my wife, who's inside just trying to call me. Sorry, babe, we're trying to get this thing set up. We're having some technical difficulties, and finally got it going. Everything is going. Victor's still trying to get everything finished up, and we are about to start the top of the third. And I'm not sure who is up. We have number 8 for Round Valley. Let me get to the lineup card. That's Courtney. She is also the number 8 hitter. And lines it off of a third baseman's glove, so she gets base. That's an infield single. That's off of Wiltbank. And Villa Gomez was unable to come up in time. And bunt attempt, fouled off. And this should be the designated player. Or the flex is hitting. Number 15, Sky. Top of the third, yeah. Squares to bunt. Bunts that thing dead in front of the plate. Throw to first, just off the first baseman's glove, giving her the base. So we're at the top of the order for the Elks. And we have Macy Soderquist. I believe flew out in the first inning. Runners at first and third for the Elks. No outs. And Synergen is the pitcher. Ball gets behind. Runner advances from first to second. So runner second and third. No outs. And we have a pop just over the infield. Play at the plate, throws off line. And the double. Double for Soderquist, plating 2. So top of the third, 2-0.
2-0.
And we have a fly ball. Settling underneath it, runner tagging, play coming at third base. And that ball just a little bit late. So great run, base running by Round Valley there on the tag play. So I believe 2 down, or 2-0, 1 out. Anna, the catcher, is up. And that ball just a little bit late. So great pitch high. Running by Round Valley there on the tag play. Ball one. That ball's pounded into the ground for a foul ball. We'll have Victor joining us here shortly after he gets done with all the technical stuff, making sure that we're up and running. We apologize for being late. And that ball's, again, driven to the ground for another foul ball. I believe this is Muth. Allison Muth. And first inning, she's the one who drives the ball down the third baseline. That was ruled foul and then popped up to the center fielder. So, and second time through the lineup, they're starting to see the ball a little bit, making contact. And we flew through the first 2 innings.
That is true. We did fly through it.
So we would have been on time, but they started early here, Victor. We're going to blame the officials for starting early on us.
You know how those officials are.
Yeah, Uncle Greg down there. And Ted Watson. Oh, Muth with a drive to center field, and that ball bounces over the fence, making it a 3-0 ball game on the ground ruled double.
Did they call that a home run?
And the officials ruled that a home run. So 4-0 on the 2-run home run by Muth. As we have head
we got
coach
a little talk there at the plate,
talking to the umpire Ted Watson. And it looks like they're putting Miss Muth back on second base and giving a courtesy runner for the pitcher.
which will put our score to,
I believe, 3-0. Back to 3-0.
okay.
With one out, I believe. And it's good to see both coaches come together, meet with the officials, and get the play, the call correct at the end of the day.
Sometimes that's all you need is a plate meeting.
Yep. Sometimes, you know, when things slow down, you can talk about it. You realize what you did see. And another strike. And the runner moves up to third. And ball's outside. And we have a dead ball. He said that ball might have hit the... So runners first and third, one out. And a little slap hit to first, to the pitcher, gets the runner at first, plates the run, and the other runner moves up to second base. So a runner on second, 2 outs, I believe 4-0.
You know what I always like about softballs? They're always lively, and they always have walk-up music, and they just make it like a fun atmosphere.
Yeah, absolutely. Baseball, softball usually is kind of the one sport that gets left behind a little bit. Inside the gym, basketball, volleyball, even wrestling, they have a little bit more opportunities. Football, things are better set up. But baseball, softball is kind of the forgotten sport, sitting out here in the cold and the wind. But I believe Let's Go Elks, as part of their broadcast, does that, and it makes a much better environment for them. So appreciate Let's Go Elks. That ball is floated just over second base, 5-0 as it plates another run. And first pitch strike. And that ball hits the bottom of the fence as Round Valley plates another run on a double.
Is that 6-0?
I believe that's 6-0 as Round Valley has come alive with the bats. And this is a very good Round Valley team, Victor. They're defending state champions. I'm sure that they're one of the top 5 teams. I'm pulling them up right now to see where they are in the rankings. Oh, they are number 5 with an 8-1 record. Let's go take a look at their record. But again, defending state champs. One of the pitchers who got them through is pitching for them today. A lot of the same batters are up. Are here. I don't remember how many they graduated. 1 or 2, I think it was. I don't think it was very many.
So they got a lot of returning classmates this year.
And they just built a great program. And Casey Nelson here, first year, they're doing a great job here as well. Looking at Round Valley's schedule, they beat Pima 13-0. Then they went down to the Wrangler Classic because that ball's fouled off. Beat Lee Williams 4-1. Beat Monument Valley 5-2. Beat Desert Heights 19-1. Beat Holbrook, who's a pretty good softball team this year, 9-3. Beat Winslow 7-6. So Winslow's been a tough team in the 3A conference for a long time. That pitch is right at the knees for a strikeout. Then they go down to the Tolleson tournament. Beat Valley Union 8-4. Didn't say what the score was against UN Phoenix Christian. Beat Morenci 6-5. Gray Hills 23-1. Benson, who is a contender and a power every single year, they lose at Benson 6-7. And then they went up and scored 6 touchdowns, missed a couple of extra points against Valley Sanders, winning that one 38-0.
That's crazy.
They beat Snowflake 13-3, who's Snowflake's always been tough. Pinon 26-2, and then here we are today against St. John's. And St. John's, they're ranked 12th with a 7-3 record, and they've played like Joe City 5 times or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Including in tournaments. Some of those don't count. Their record lost to Joseph City 10-11. Beat Valley Sanders 18-3. Beat Miami 16-5. Beat Sholo 17-14 in a heck of a football game.
That was an impressive game. I was able to watch that one.
Yeah, and you were telling me one of the Sholo guys was telling me how St. John's just kept hitting, and then Sholo made a run late, but they almost 10-run Sholo, which is impressive. Then the Joe City tournament, they beat Hayden 11-5, beat Fredonia 15-2, lost to Joseph City 11-1. And it looks like they played Chinley and Globe, lost to Globe 11-12, no score for the Chinley game. Beat Kingman Academy 14-5, won by forfeit against Pinon 1-0, went to Rose Mofford for the Chandler Prep. Lost to Holbrook 12-2, beat Gray Hills 19-4, beat Sedona Red Rock 18-2. That one might feel good for some of these St. John's fans. First pitch strike there. Lost to Joe City 11-2. They beat Hopi 23-0, and then they're sitting here against Round Valley. They have they play St. Michael's at St. Michael's tomorrow. Mogollon on the 7th here, and then go to Northland Prep on the 12th. Mini Farms on the 13th here. Blue Ridge on the 15th here. Chinle on the 17th here, and then they finish on the 21st of April at Round Valley. So they should finish this season in pretty good shape. They're number 2 in the region, which probably behind Round Valley, which they are. So top 2 teams in the region here. 2 teams that are giving it this year and playing really well. So Muth in the circle. Pitched a little high. Did the last batter
Struck out.
struck out?
Yep.
So we're down bottom of the 3rd, 1 out.
On 4 pitches.
Yeah,
He's pitching
Muth.
well today.
One thing that I like about Muth as a pitcher is it's just like zero fear. I've seen it last year. Should get crushed. That ball's lined right
Wow.
back to her and makes
That's
a great
impressive.
play at the ankles. But a girl will hit a bomb off of her, and the next girl, she's just like ready to face and strike him out. Zero fear. Hit her. She's going to put the ball over the plate and make you hit it.
Yeah, she doesn't dance around the hitters. She'll come right after you.
As an umpire, especially behind the plate, when you have her up there, you're grateful because the ball just gets put in play a lot, or you have strikeouts. You don't get a lot of walks with her. Swing and a miss. Another pitch. Oh, change up on that one. Froze everybody. That looked like a really good pitch. It was called a ball. I believe it's 2 balls and a strike. That's one of my favorite pitches in softball, by the way.
Me too. It can freeze you up or make you look dumb.
You know, when you get down to the state tournament and you see some of these pitchers that are just slinging it, and they come out with a killer changeup like that, and it looks like the batter's going to pull every muscle in their back trying to hold up on that. It can be tough.
If she gets hit with a pitch, she'll take her base.
Runner at first. Have a meeting at the mound. That's one thing when you come to these games now, you'll see one of the rule changes, and I think it's an Arizona rule. I don't think it's actually in the rule book, but Arizona has mandated that all adults base coaches will have a helmet on. So they don't have to have the ear flaps like the players, but they just have to have a hard hat on.
I've noticed that. They must specialize making those this year because they're a little different. They don't look,
Yeah, whoever makes them probably made a lot of money throughout the NFHS sports teams. As you know, I think it's encouraged, and it'll probably be a rule nationwide if it isn't shortly. But I know in Arizona they all have to wear it. So you'll see baseball coaches, softball coaches now wearing helmets, which it's good. It's about safety. Booth.
They're also allowed to wear jewelry now, right? To a
Yes.
certain extent.
Yes, you can wear it. And about time. You know, as an official, you're out there constantly having to pull jewelry off, and it got old. Coaches didn't care, so you had to be the bad guy, and now you can wear it as long as the umpire doesn't feel that it's a danger. It's funny because in the preseason publications, they show a girl wearing jewelry and like eye black that's considered what they call war paint. And
Okay.
in football, it can only be underneath the eye in a single stroke. But in every other sport, you could wear it however you wanted to. So every official took that as, the new rule change was the eye black has to be a single stroke. No, they were talking about the jewelry. That ball lined to the shortstop.
Wow.
And she catches it.
They're making some plays today.
I tell you, that's the fun thing. You know, get a pitcher in any level of baseball or softball. You get a pitcher who puts the ball around the plate, lets the batters hit it. You see a lot of great plays. It makes for a much more exciting game.
Hey, when the pitcher can have confidence in her fielders, it makes for a dangerous pitcher.
Absolutely. I can't remember who it was. Might have been Greg Maddox, I don't know. But there was one of the pitchers that said once he quit pitching till that they would miss it and started pitching to where he'd let them hit it, but he'd hit it in positions he wanted to, it made him a better pitcher. So it's good to get the ball in play for everyone. So now we're top of the fourth. I believe it's 6.
6-0 is what I have. If I'm wrong, send me a message, somebody.
Yeah, I'm going to try to text Dan and see. What the score is. From our vantage point clear up here in the nest, it's tough to see the scoreboard, bad angles. Victor's trying to keep up with it on the broadcast, so we believe we're at 6-0. Top 4. It's interesting though, Victor, with a lot of the speed up rules, like in baseball, high school baseball, softball, it's supposed to be a minute between innings from the third out to the first pitch. Everything's supposed to be quicker, and it's always been that way. And now you see in Major League Baseball, they have like 2.5 minutes between innings, I think it is. Batter has to be ready in like 10 seconds after the pitch is returned to the pitcher.
I mean, I don't think they've had games over 3 hours anymore, right?
They've cut 26 minutes off, I believe is what they're saying. So, and popularity has gone up. So the games are more exciting with it. So you'll see that probably at the high school level as well, though. People pushing the clocks a little bit more quickly.
60 seconds. You gotta get out there fast.
Yeah, you got to get going. And that ball is hit to the fence.
Just going to second. Got a throw coming in.
Stand up, double. Slowed down there at the end to make it a closer play than it should have been.
I was just going to say that.
That's one of those things. I was doing a game one time, and the kid does that, comes in there standing up, and kind of walks into the base.
Yep.
And the ball gets there, and they tag him out right before they get to the base. And they're mad at me because they'd given up, slowed down to walk to the base so they didn't have to slide. And I'm like, well, you weren't on the base when you got tagged. That's every rule book I've read that says out. So we're back up to Anna. I believe she's the number 2 hitter. 1 out, runner on second. Big swing.
Oh, she wanted that one.
I was talking to Greg before this game. He said he had a game yesterday, and he had every jacket he owned on, and he was still freezing.
Oh, we had a dip in temperature yesterday.
Yesterday was a miserable day. And that ball's popped up. Looks like it probably will get out of bounds. There you go. Foul ball. Hit the Let's Go Elks table. That's why we're not down there.
I like this view anyway. I like to be up top.
Yeah. Yep, Damu says that was I'm correct on 6-0 score. So that ball's a little bit high. So Let's Go Elks is here representing Round Valley. And we're here as Legacy Team Productions for the St. John's broadcast. That ball hit right back to the pitcher. Fields it, gets it to first. Runner advances second to third. 2 outs, runner on third.
This will be a pivotal at bat here. See if they can keep any runs from scoring or.
Yeah. And you have Muth. She's got a heavy bat.
Oh, yeah.
And one thing that's nice about her, too, is she's got a big bat. A lot of power there, but she doesn't overswing.
No.
So she's a tough out, tough at bat. A lot of tournaments and out of season softball for her.
There's not very many times you'll see her not put the ball in play.
Her sister, who graduated last year, I believe, was Oh, Ted Watson says, yeah, she went. Had to think about that one for a minute. And sister's playing at, I think, in New Mexico somewhere, I believe, and having a pretty good freshman season over there. One of the leaders of the state championship team last year. And golf swing on that one. That ball was coming in, mowing down worms. She got it.
Well, like you said, playing off season, I think it really helps baseball or softball players.
Absolutely. You get better off the season. Oh, big pitch.
Rings her up.
Changed the locations, changed speeds on her, and struck her out. So St. John's able to get through the fourth unscathed. So 6-0 still as we go to the bottom of the fourth inning. So we're back. Foul ball. Are we on down there? All right. Just talking about how usually the girls teams have walk-up music. They're a little more attention to detail, I guess.
I like it because it just brings the atmosphere. It's
the baseball teams usually don't unless someone else does it for them. And that ball's line drive right to the third baseman for the first out. Looking on the baseball team, and it looks like there was a big run to first base by Round Valley, but it looks like St. John's is throwing it around, so we have an out. I can't see the score up there.
1-2 it looks like to me.
Yeah, looks
if
like.
my eyes are good. In the fourth.
In the fourth, 2-1. I think it's the team on the right, so that's the visiting team up 2-1. So it looks like Round Valley is winning the baseball game 2-1 as that ball's fouled off. So the baseball game is moving along as well. Top of the fourth over there. That ball.
Tight score, too.
Yeah.
If my eyes are correct.
Booth wind up. Bounces that one in there. About to join you with the hoodie there, Victor.
I had to put my hood on. I was getting cold.
It's a little chilly up here on top. That swing through and miss. It's like should have brought one of my knit hats. And
rings
swung
are
through
up.
and miss for the strikeout. 2 outs, bottom of 4.
I like listening to the different girls' walk-up songs.
You get a nice selection of music. That ball's fouled back, straight back. Oh, that one takes hit in the shoulder. So we have a base runner. Haven't heard this song in forever.
I know.
I'm not even sure who's at bat.
You have a little meeting at the mound there, the catcher in the infield.
Might have been the Gomez that got hit, and now we have Ellsworth. That's the Barbie girl.
Showing bunt.
Shows bunt.
And she had everybody crashing too.
Yeah, shortstop slides over and covers the bag so the runner cannot advance. Good rotation. Second baseman over to first. It's good. That's one thing I like about being up here. You kind of get to see all the motions and the movement.
Absolutely. Best view in the house, I think.
Absolutely. The waltz that is known as softball or baseball. Ball just low. Swung through, miss, throw to first. Just gets
almost got on the back pick there.
Great snap throw, right? Almost got a little too far off. You know, I like that though. A little bit of aggressiveness on the bases. Make them make that throw. If they miss, you got second. Oh, right now.
Ooh.
Strike three for the third out. Go to the top of 5, 6-0. The Elks. All right, number 7 for Round Valley is up. Lauren Bates, I believe is the name. Number 4 hitter. She fouls that off. And
right off the dugout. Top.
Off the dugout. Good effort by the first baseman to get there. She's tall, just not that tall. She should have just found Soderquist, the coach, and bumped into him and got the easy out. No, he was scooting out of the way. That ball's foul ball. Little error on the third base coach as he Muffed it slightly. Another one right down there. That one might have stung the hand a little bit as he tried to olay it.
Those are close though, man. She's just way ahead.
Yes. Slide up in the box slightly. Helps feed the ball, get the ball there a little quicker. Change of speed. That ball is fouled.
Same direction though.
Like a little change up on that one. Gets the strikeout. That ball line. Oh, just over the right fielder. Hustles to get it in the warning track. Hustling back. The runner going for third. Oh, if you were playing in the playground, she is out. But you have to catch the ball and tag her, so she's safe.
Ooh, man.
That's a hustle right there to get there. That ball was fired in there pretty quickly. Ball just kept carrying on the right fielder. I initially, when it first was hit, I thought, oh, that'll just land between the second baseman and the right fielder, but it kept carrying on us. So one out, runner on third.
It was kind of hard to read too, the way it was when it was in flight.
Yeah, it's one of those deep skies too, so it's hard to really catch the ball. Swing and a miss. Ball's bunted for a base hit. That was a perfect bunt.
That was.
I'm not sure how it never touched her coming up out of there, but it clearly did not.
They went for the out.
Ran in the running lane where she was supposed to be. A lot of times on a bunt like that, they'll be way out in the field. Another bunt. So we have runners on first and second. Haas with the bunt there.
One out, right?
I believe we have one out. So yeah, definitely one out because the officials are signaling the infield fly rule. Soderquist confirms it. Another bunt. I think you might want to start sneaking in a little bit as they're putting these bunts down. She squared early on that one. Ball just gets through the catcher's legs.
First pass ball of the game, though.
Yeah.
I believe.
It's been a clean game. Well played by both teams. Ramblay had the fourth inning where they just hit the heck out of the ball. Ball's popped up down the first base line and missed. Foul ball. Just outside her reach. Soderquist looks like a miner down there with his hard hat on.
He does.
Like he just came back from the coal mines in West Virginia. That's wild pitch. Almost hits the batter. She lifts her foot out of the way. Scoring a run, 7-0.
That's 8-0, I believe.
Is it 8-0?
I believe.
You're probably right.
I might be wrong.
No, I think you're right because we had that first one. They got to third here. And then she scored, I think, on that bunt.
Yes. Yep.
So, yeah, you're right, 8-0. That ball's driven and caught by the left fielder. Runner forgot to tag up. She's halfway to home, so she gets back 2 outs. Runner on third. This is one where St. John's fans, St. John's team, you need to get this out because 8-0, 2 more runs, and you're in the 10-run rule takes into effect at the end of this inning. So you really want to get out of this thing without any more runs and get those bats of yours warmed up and start getting back in this ball game.
Absolutely. They just need to put some runs up, even if they can shut it down here.
Absolutely. The ball's popped up. Tough play. Second baseman's having a hard time seeing it. That ball was right in the sun and misses it. So 9-0. That's a tough one. You see her trying to shield her eyes with it. Not an easy play. Those I've been at the receiving end of those plays before. Not fun. Oh, but tries to steal second. Great throw, great tag. 9-0. We go to the bottom. 5, right?
Yep.
Bottom of 5. So guaranteed a 6th inning here. And Coach Nelson's probably saying, let's just get our bats hot. We can do this. Back on, and we have a single.
Oh, we lost the ball going.
She takes second. Ball's overthrown again. Goes to third. It looks like she's rounding the bases. And St. John's, just like that, is back in the ball game. We're on the scoreboard, 9-1.
Hey, it's good to get that goose egg off.
You know, the first one is the toughest one.
Sometimes the runs will come after that. Get your first one and get in a groove. And
absolutely, get a little confidence by the other hitters, the team. Another drive, right field. She goes back, and that ball bounces over the fence for a double. Just like that, though. Get the single, score on errors, and then the next batter drills a double.
like you said, sometimes just that first one.
Get a little bit of confidence going. It's good to see Robert Haas moving around, picking up balls for us. You know, community service for him. That ball's drilled down, and a great catch by the right fielder. Runner tags and moves to third. Great throw by Haas to get the ball back into the field. So one out.
Got a runner on third.
One in. Runner on third. St. John's kind of squared the ball up a little bit thus far. Another hit. That one could get down. Oh,
She tags.
Shortstop makes the play.
And
runner
scores.
tags up and scores. 9-2.
What's the baseball look like? 2-4 in the fifth?
Looks like 2-4 in the fifth. Grand Valley top 5. Like a ball hit just foul up there as the first baseman and the right fielder were trying to get to it. The ball was fouled off at the plate here. Need to put a remote camera higher up on one of these light stands so that we can just have a camera on that game as well. Do them both.
I wonder if our wireless would shoot this far.
Oh, I think it would.
I think so too.
We could do that. Shoot the wireless to there, have wireless here, and just be inside the press box where it's warm. Whoa, that was a tough take right there. Just a little bit low. As a pitcher, you're just hoping to get that call. That's a great pitch. Only thing they're going to do that is pound that into the ground and get a ground ball out. And that ball hit right to the second baseman. So, some hard hit balls results in 2 runs for the Redskins. We go to the top of the 6th, 9-2.